Animals, hey, lots of them are very cuddly and wonderful, and we purchase them as pets. But do we purchase them? Well, that takes us to this week's case. It involves a real woman, Chelsea Walworth, living in New York City. And she, well, was very enamored by a Chihuahua that she saw at Pet Stop. So she enters into an agreement, and she signs the agreement on her phone, and she winds up with her dog. Now, she had to pay a $300 initiation fee on the purchase, and then she also had to pay $180 a month for the dog. So after paying $180 a month, she said, you know what, I like this Chihuahua, and I think I want to keep it, and so I think I'm just going to pay it off. And she went in to pay off the remaining portion of what she thought was an installment agreement, only to find out that she was renting the dog. She did not purchase the dog. She entered into an agreement to rent the dog. Well, she was a little surprised at this, to say the least, and the actual then cost to purchase the dog was going to be another $1,900, $1,900. But she so loved the Chihuahua that she, in fact, paid that amount. Notwithstanding that, she did complain vigorously about the fact that she did not realize that she had actually leased or rented the dog as contrasted to purchasing the dog. So it turns out she was not the only person that found herself in this dilemma of thinking that she had, in fact, purchased the dog when in reality she had rented the dog. So after some degree of consternation and uproar by a number of people, the state of New York then passed a law that stated you cannot lease or rent pets. In fact, you can only engage in actual sale of the animals when in fact you are transferring possession or ownership of them. So what happened? Well, a number of other states followed suit, mainly 2 other states. And now both California and Nevada also provide that no one, no pet store, pet zone, or anybody else can in fact lease or rent an animal, that it must be purchased. Now, Chelsea said that the reason she did not feel that she had leased the dog was that the agreement she signed was an agreement that she thought was just an actual installment payment plan. She signed it on her phone. She did not actually page through the agreement. So here, good and gentle people, is what we learn from this case, that when you are entering into an agreement for possession of anything, whether it's an automobile, whether it's an animal, whether it's a piece of furniture, make sure you understand what you are getting. Are you just leasing that item, or are you actually buying it? And you need to look at that agreement, and if you can't see that agreement because it's just poorly displayed on your cell phone and you're being asked to sign it there, ask for a printed copy. You need to understand whether you are doing something as simple as leasing, renting, or whether in fact you are purchasing. There's a world of difference between the two, obviously, because in the case of leasing or renting, you don't obtain ownership, but when you purchase, you actually do. It may sound like a very simple thing, but here we saw a woman that spent hundreds of dollars when she thought she in fact had purchased a dog, only to find out she had leased the animal. Okay, bringing this case and bringing cases every week so you understand how the law works. I'm David Allen.